my goodness.
Whoa. What?
Wow.
Hello. Hello. Testing. 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 Testing.
Oh, now people can
Testing.
hear. What?
Testing. Testing.
They can hear you.
Now they can.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cox and Crendor in the morning for a little bit. Wow.
Yeah. We don't even record this show in the morning ever.
It's a lie. It's all a lie. Wow. It is the last day of PAX, and we are probably as worn out as all of you. So drink your liquids, be it H2O or
O2H.
Is there a scientist who knows what that means in the audience? Because I hope that's like... Is that air? No, that's not air. What the... That shouldn't be! I'm not telling molecules how to get together, but O2H... Thank you. You don't know what you're talking about, Miku. Get out of the front row. Get out of the front row. I'm relying on you. I'm relying on you, the guy in a Crendor sloth outfit with a Miku hat, for information. You're my guy. Oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, boy.
At least Dodger and TB aren't here.
Yeah, F those guys.
Yeah.
It's our own panel now.
They drag us down. No.
Hi, Mrs. Bain.
She should know out of everyone. She has to live with him.
Oh, boy. So, in tradition, as is tradition, how are you doing, buddy? What's up?
I'm all right.
Great, great. And your pack so far?
It's all right.
Great. And what do you think of the panel?
Which one?
This panel.
It's been going on for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, what do you think so far?
So far, it's all right.
Great, great. I'm so happy you're here.
Would you say it's not all right?
I'd say it's great.
What made it great?
The fact that it isn't us talking to, like, just Miku hat.
All right, it's great.
Yeah, comparatively, this is very good so far.
Okay.
I'm just saying, okay, while we've been at PAX, Crendor and I have been together through some very interesting moments.
Mm-hmm.
But through all those moments, I have heard you say things that make no sense to me.
All
and
right.
I want you to explain them. I've
Okay.
written them down. As they were happening, I was like, hold on.
All
And
right.
you started writing. The first one, which I must know the answer to this.
Right.
We were at dinner, and you said, I butter my bread like I butter my women.
All right. So this one is a logical one.
No, all right, please. I'd love to hear this.
I was at the head of the table because it was JP's fancy kid dinner. And so it's like...
We love children. Kid dinners are the best. They're succulent. It's like veal, guys. You gotta try it. So good.
So I was like the head of the table, and then they're like, you're like the king of the table. And I'm like, yeah, like an old medieval king. And I just thought up like something an old medieval king would say. And I was just like, I butter my bread like I butter my women. Like Walder,
All right, let me
like Walder Frey or someone.
let me
you can imagine, you can picture that.
No, that's the problem. You can't. All right. I butter my women like I butter my bread. That's a visual image. You know how you butter bread, right? I butter my bread like I butter my women is a nonsense thing. I don't know what that means. Close your eyes. Close them. Just close your eyes. I butter my women like I butter my bread. Visualize. You can see it. I butter my yeah, right? It's a little dirty. You're like, yeah. I butter my bread like I butter my women. Hopefully you see nothing but Crendor's face like, I don't know.
Well, it's like the medieval ages.
No! That nonsense doesn't just make it the medieval ages.
Half the things they say in the medieval ages don't make sense.
Maybe to you.
Well, how do you know then? Yeah, but there's like plenty of time. There's plenty of times where I'm like, do you know about this thing in history? He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, when you don't do it and just play video games for years, you forget everything. Another one, you said.
Okay.
Okay, so we were at one of the many PAX parties,
Oh, yeah.
and Crendor just out of nowhere goes, just pick two people. Look at them. Just pick two people. Look at them like monkeys.
Because, like, everybody's just, like, advanced monkeys, right? And we were, like, looking at everyone at the bar, like, interacting, and I'm like, do you realize, like, everyone's just, like, evolved monkeys and stuff? So I was like, just pick
So
two
he said,
people
"Pick two
and
people,
look at them like monkeys.
Look at them like monkeys. And then we sat there. Here's the problem, is I did this. We sat there, and I was like, he's not wrong. That's just a crazy thought to have.
Yeah, that's why I said all my quotes have meaning.
I don't know that's true.
Like the blue paint theory.
What?
The blue paint theory. Or like if
Yeah,
there's...
guys, the blue paint theory.
I talked about it on the co-optional podcast like years ago. And it was like if there's a blue wall and there's like a speck of red paint on the wall, everyone notices that speck of red paint. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say the exact same thing. Yes, we need you in more Batman dresses.
Okay.
All right, then. I guess that's what we're doing.
I don't even know what a Batman dress is.
Just a Batman costume, but with a dress attached.
Why?
I don't know, and then say profound things, and people will be like, that guy's cool, and you get followers on
Wait,
Twitter.
wasn't Jaden Smith the one in that movie that was really shitty about Earth?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, with Will. Yeah. It was him. I watched it on a plane, so I didn't have to pay for it. Thank God.
That was a bad movie.
It was.
That was a horrible movie.
I was waiting for like the best part, and I was like, it just ends.
There's no moral to that movie.
Yeah.
The moral's like, take care of yourself. I guess. you're like his dad. Like he went through all that, and his dad was still like, "I'm Will Smith. I don't care about you."
Yeah.
That was a stupid movie. Why do we watch that?
I don't know.
Because we watch all stupid movies. That's what we do.
That's true.
That's all we do. And we talk about news,
Yeah.
which I think is a fun thing to do.
We do.
So I guess we should head to Chapter Conference 7 of the Scout with Crendor. Crendor,
Oh, God.
how's that traffic out there?
This is what I normally do, and I do this. Right now, traffic looks non-existent, so we're not looking at traffic. It's just a room of people. And,
You're breaking the illusion.
All right. Well, I don't know. Back to you.
Wow, thanks. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
A large majority of you applauds that. I want you to question what you find entertaining from this point on, because that was a man going, I got nothing. I'm just going to say, I came unprepared for this. That's all that was.
Hold on. Let me read a dream I had. Okay.
Yes. Just for the rest of this, just picture us as monkeys. You'll get what we were talking about. You'll be like, oh my God.
All right. So I wrote this down. Go to New York for new job convention for inventing things, and girl has dumb idea about gloves to help save Bernie Sanders from falling off cliffs. And I vividly remember it because they serve salad. I remember they serve salad, and then I remember I was like very adamant about being like, this is a really dumb idea. Like, why would you need this? But then Bernie Sanders was like legit outside, like hanging off a cliff. So yeah.
I want to top that.
Okay.
I forgot I had this, and I've had it since April 7th. We didn't do it on the podcast. I don't know why I forgot I had this. For a thing that I shot with Dodger, we went to San Diego, and we took the train there. I've never taken the train to San Diego. It was an experience. The minute we got to the train station, we watched two drunk girls at 9:15 a.m. fight each other to the point where 7 police officers had to intervene. And they continued fighting, and they requested backup. And we just watched it. We sat there watching all of it, and I was like, I imagine this is going to be the best train ride of my life. Cut to maybe the very first stop, maybe the second. A family with 3 crying babies gets on. At that point, I was done. I might have tweeted out how I would just wanted to, I don't know, tip the train over, But then, a young lady in the back started talking on her phone very, very loudly. And I hate loud phone talkers. People who just need everyone to know that the conversation they're having is super real and not at all weird, and they're important in someone's life. And so this is roughly the conversation. Talking about how she was going to spend her day at Disney drinking in her BB-8 ears, and how she has to pee really bad and likes talking to strangers. She then gets another phone call, and she goes, "Oh, I'll have to talk to you later, Mom." So basically, she's been talking to her mom about how she wants to meet strangers, has to pee, is gonna get wasted at Disneyland, and likes BB-8 ears. I'm like, all right, I'm in. And then she gets on the phone with her other friend and starts loudly complaining about how her roommate is very loud. And the entire time, I was just like, I can't handle this. We arrived at the train station, and she got off, and I was like, you are exactly how I'm, because she was behind me, so I didn't see her. And I was like, you're exactly how I imagine you look like. She was the perfect, kind of sorority girl, but not committed enough to be in a sorority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can picture that.
Yeah, right? Just visualize it. And also visualize her as a talking monkey. And it's much funnier. It's much funnier. Yeah, and I don't know why, but everywhere I go, I write down everything I see because I love watching people.
We got some great stories out of that.
That's
The
all
drunk
we do.
guy, we were at breakfast that one time, and the drunk guy wandered in.
Yeah,
and
he hit on
just
that girl. He's like, "Are you my date?"
He just walked up to a random table with a girl. He's like, "Are you my date?" And she was freaked out, and she was just like, "I don't know who you are." And then his friends came in off the street, and they're like, "We gotta go, man, we gotta go." And the waiter's like, "Get out of here."
And then everyone's like, "Did you know him?" And she's like, "I don't know who that was." Breakfast. That was breakfast.
Yes, breakfast.
Yep, we lead the most uninteresting. We live vicariously through other people's interesting lives.
It's great. Let's go to IKEA.
You do go to IKEA.
Yeah.
What was the show we were pitching last night? We had a show about you, and I don't remember what it was.
Oh yeah, what about Crendor?
That's right.
Tell the story.
Oh, okay, I can tell the story.
Yeah.
So last night we were out to dinner, and they might be here right now. So shout out to you for making it awkward for Crendor. I love you for that. We went out to dinner last night, and Crendor and I were at the end of the table, and about halfway through dinner, this, I guess, couple came up, and they were like, "Oh my God, can we get our picture with you?" I was like, "Sure." So made them eat weird food, and then immediately afterwards, it's part of the picture. I didn't hear eat weird food. And then immediately afterwards, someone else came up. Because I guess they were like, "Oh, I guess we can talk to him because he's not that's food eating." And then another person came up, and Crendor, the entire cut, they're like, "I can't wait to see the panel tomorrow. Cox Crendor's gonna be great." And Crendor's literally just sitting there, and he's like, "What about Crendor?" And so we decided to make that a show.
And a hashtag.
And a hashtag. So if you feel like tweeting out hashtag what about Crendor, and then at the end, someone came up to him and was like, "Oh my God, Crendor!" And he's like, "What about Crendor?" So we need that show. We need that show. It is. Oh, it was the most. Oh,
You-
yeah, do your show
yeah.
right now. All right, look. It's your show. What about Crendor? Go.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think this far. Hey. Hey. Oh, Jesse's here. Hey, Jesse, how are you?
I brought you all a gift. Hold on. It's down here. There it is.
What about Crendor?
Film before a live studio audience. Wow, that's the worst show.
That's pretty bad. I wouldn't watch it.
Yes.
Someone will fund it.
It's still better than Two Broke Girls.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess we can go to what's next? Weather. The weather,
Yeah.
the weather desk.
Weather.
Crendor, what's happening in weather?
Hold on.
Don't we have a machine for that? Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. He's under the desk. One minute. Hold on. There we go. Boston, Massachusetts, 48 degrees fair. 56 degrees Sunday, sunny. Monday, 61 degrees, cloudy. Cloudy. Alrighty, bro.
This is a bit we do.
What bit?
Oh, yeah, no, we definitely have a little box down there that talks to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just don't show him because he's afraid. He has
Yeah.
feelings. It's the
And
first
he's-
AI ever. He's very emotionally unstable.
And he's slightly broken.
Yeah, it's like nothing bad can come of that at all. Yeah, as intended. Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
so, sports. What's happening in sports, Crendor?
Oh yeah, sports.
We have to talk about only Boston sports?
No. The Bulls didn't make the playoffs.
Oh, my God, our conversation
That's
from
sad.
last night.
Oh yeah.
All right, so last night we were having a conversation about how I want to see a. We were talking about sports call-in shows, and just how when the people call in, they're crazy people. But I want to see one where a guy's argument as to why Jordan's the best basketball player ever is he's like, no one else could beat the Monstars, and I want. Right? I want them to be like, did LeBron beat the Monstars? No. Jordan saved the earth and then went back to playing baseball the next day. I want that to be an argument.
Because our whole argument was that Kobe retired, and so you're in LA, and they're like, Kobe is the best player ever. But then I'm in Chicago, and they're like, was Kobe the best player ever? Like, no, Jordan's the best player ever.
Right? I just want some guy to be like, only Jordan could beat the Monstars. You see him fight that 10-foot tall red guy? Yeah, and then be like, Bill Murray's a better basketball player. I didn't see LeBron beat the Monstars. I want that.
Probably join the Monstars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he couldn't win with the Jordan team.
I love how you're like, yes, LeBron James would join an alien basketball team in order to defeat the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Shout out to LeBron wherever. I know you're watching. You have nothing better to do right now. You're watching, LeBron.
You're welcome to invite us to your parties.
Yes, your pimp pads. We promise not to make it awkward. Like, hello, ladies. We're from the internet.
And then, and then the Blackhawks won. So they got Game 7.
Great.
Bruins didn't even make the hockey playoffs, so it's rip in pieces.
Great.
That's really sports.
That's sports. Okay. Wow. Crendor, did you actually prepare a big news story of the day?
I found great news. So, here's some news headlines that I found of today. Number 1, female Ted Cruz lookalike agrees to do porn for $10,000. And she does look like Ted Cruz. All right, go on your phone. Everyone has a phone. And just Google female Ted Cruz.
Does. Oh no!
It's
Oh,
on.
no.
It's the top post on the Huffington Post.
Just look
Weird
up female
news.
Ted Cruz porn.
Yeah.
That looks like.
That is scarily accurate.
Oh my God!
She even looks more like Ted Cruz than he looks like Ted Cruz.
You know it's true when random people in the crowd are like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, right? Or if you're on Twitch right now, just Google it.
Yeah, it's slowly coming. Yeah, people are slowly loading up.
Apparently, they found her on Maury. What? It says she was a viral sensation after
All right,
the.
all right, read this story.
All right, we gotta read the story. Last Sunday, Circe Hayes was an unknown 21-year-old from Natchez, Mississippi,
Perfect.
also unknown. By Monday night,
Wait, whoa, she's 21?
yeah. But
Y'all seen that picture? That's no 21.
by Monday night, she was a viral sensation after viewers of the Maury Povich show decided she was a female doppelganger of Republican candidate Ted Cruz. Hayes went on the show after her fiancé, 25-year-old Freddie Green, accused her of cheating on him. All was resolved in typical Maury fashion when she passed the lie detector test and DNA results showed her 3-month-old son was Green's. He was the father.
You are the father.
Since the appearance, numerous websites have printed side-by-side photos showing the comparison. Amazingly, Hayes never heard of Cruz before the resemblance is pointed out.
That doesn't surprise me. She's got so much drama that she has to be on Maury. She's got no time for elections.
Quote, I don't know his positions, and I've never seen him, so I don't know if he's done a good enough job.
I would love to be banged as him in character.
When we pointed out that Cruz isn't actually president, just a candidate, she said, well, yeah, I don't know anything about him. Hayes has had such a big impact that Povich did a special Facebook interview with her, and it's available on that thing. Being an internet meme doesn't pay the bills, though, so the female Ted Cruz is hoping to capitalize on her newfound internet stardom by filming a porn scene.
Can I jump in here?
Yes.
Can we? You want me to do it? As long as I get to dress like Donald Trump. This penis is the best penis.
No, you gotta do this. This is what he does.
The most
He's like,
opulent, the biggest
7-Eleven was
penis.
an inside job. Slushies don't melt steel beams.
I mean, he's got a point.
It's obvious.
I'm gonna do her.
It'll be beautiful. It's a beautiful
I'm not gonna tell you how I do her because that's how the terrorists win. But I've got plans. I'm gonna make vaginas great again. Is that yeah? So that's a story we found.
That's a thing.
What else you got, buddy?
There's some other stories here. Some are just dumb, like, here's what happens when you crush a cap gun ammo with a hydraulic press.
That's news on the internet.
Yep. Rainbow coffee is what unicorns drink for breakfast. That's not true.
What are you reading?
It says it right there.
It says it, but that's stupid. Whoa! What's the one under that? Dildo drone is the flying penis gadget you know you want. Have you ever seen anyone fly a drone? No, you don't. You don't want that. What? Wait, whoa. The top headline here is, you're right, rainbow coffee is what unicorns drink for breakfast, which is insane. Followed by dildo drone, followed by penis on TV controversy that's getting everybody hot and bothered. Then, watch this rabbit get into dance battles.
So it's just typical Huffington Post news.
Who is the target audience of these posts? So, yes, there may just people who love wieners and dancing rabbits.
But here was my favorite one. Sorry, Internet. A man didn't buy a yak while high on sleeping pills. I gotta know the story.
It's just an apology to the... Sorry, guys. We were wrong.
Earlier this week, a story went viral about a man who claimed he purchased a yak while high on sleeping pills. But it turns out that the journalists who reported were the ones snoozing. The story is fake, according to the people who supposedly sold the yak. I hate how they always do those things. Like,
oh, we were called out about a fake story. Our last Florida man story, everyone was like, bro, that was fake. That was an April Fool's joke. We don't care.
Yeah, we don't care.
We don't care. They brought back our favorite Florida man character, Tito Watts.
Tito Watts.
We were so happy that Tito Watts was back. We don't care. As Tito? Great. That's a shame that they wasted their talent on that.
He just wanted to meet Stevie the alien and go to the crack planet.
Look,
that's all he wanted.
Nothing not wonderful about them selling Jesus tickets to go to the crack planet. Where there's a bunch of cocaine there, they were told. Look, that's a story I want to read to you. That's the story you get. I don't care if it's fake.
Wait, hold on. It says the journalists reporting the story weren't real. And then it's like, on April 11th, a Reddit user named Carefree Dude posted a story. Apparently, Reddit user Carefree Dude is a journalist now. And that story was picked up by al.com or AI.com. I don't know if it's an L or an I, and Yahoo News.
So a guy on Reddit made a
journalism.
Made a post, and they were like, this reporter clearly not doing his job. Great.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. Is that all of our news?
Yeah, that's about it.
You looked on one website, and that's what you found?
There's no other places for great news. Yahoo, always fails me now.
Same with everyone else, buddy. Same with everyone. All right,
No, there's 70-year-old people that use Yahoo.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no one uses Yahoo. All right, so with that then, I think, it's the perfect time. We have a new animation. But someone didn't finish it. I feel like Dan should stand up so you can all publicly shame him. Come on, Danny.
Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Now we have to shave your head.
Yeah, accept the light of the 7, and maybe we'll forgive you. Okay. Speaking of which, oh my God, Game of Thrones tonight, though, guys.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Most of the hotels have HBO, so just stay home. Just stay in and watch them spend 45 minutes recapping last season. Okay, so we have a new episode. It is Dan's rough draft version of an episode that's not complete.
Here we go.
So good luck. Good luck. What say you we move on to the news?
What say you?
Okay, let's go to traffic on 7th Sky. Good luck, Crendor. How's that traffic out there?
Traffic today, flying over the Midwest. It is very cold. Very cold. In fact, it is 0 degrees out here. And cars are freezing on the highway. One just froze right now. That's unbelievable. It appears that John Ramirez and Christian Hill have both gotten out of their cars, and they're riding horses. They're riding horses all the way to their work or school location, but oh no, the horses have frozen. The horses have frozen solid, and now it is windy out there. It is very cold, very windy. They're getting frostbite. They too are now freezing into blocks of ice, but sadly, because of legal and legality reasons, we are not able to help them. We could help them. We were about to help them, but we cannot. So back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Now let's go over to the weather desk with Crendor. How's that weather?
Weather, well, let me tell you what, it's cold.
That's what we heard from Crendor in the helicopter.
I bet it. She's out there in that cold. That's gonna catch up to you one day.
I like that you not only applaud your own work and then did. Yeah, I nailed it. All right. Okay. So, in keeping with tradition,
Okay.
as is tradition, we like to offer you the time to ask us questions, but only important questions that we can then steal and use in our book.
Yeah.
So, if you have any questions about, be very careful, questions about your love life, relationships in general,
Job advice.
School
advice.
yeah, all that. We don't want your questions that have to do with things that are important. Only things that will sell books.
Yeah.
So, if you have a question, there's a microphone right there. We will answer them to the average of our ability,
Very average.
but only in the way we see fit. And before you say what your question is, you must also, in your best Boston accent, say clam chowder.
Yeah.
All right? Proceed. You want first? By the way, pause. Right? Stop it. Don't keep moving.
He's
you
moving.
Son of a. We all know that during the Q&A, this is the part where people are like, well, I ain't sticking around for this. If you leave, we publicly shame you. If you get up and go, that guy right there? You have it, and what? That game's
No,
like 10
that's a
years
casual
old.
card game.
Yeah.
It's not a tournament game.
What are you gonna win?
It's dumb.
Not love. You're not gonna win love. I'll give you a keyboard. Not really, but if you stay, I'll promise it. All right, shame. Walk out, shame. All right, let's do this.
Okay, first things first, wicked piss a clam chowder guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Second, this is a good question for both of you. Please describe a bar fight with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as intricate as possible.
That's
With who though?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
But with us?
Yeah, you guys. Like,
He's fighting us?
yeah. It's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. and you
Does he
guys.
have the tires on his hands or not?
He's got whatever the fuck
Yeah,
he has.
so- oh no.
I'd already be running.
He's just. All right.
All right, yeah, no, all right. So I imagine this starts with us meeting him in a bar.
Does it make it more interesting if I say he's from Fast and Furious 7?
Oh no. So when he entered the bar, he flew in through a window. He flew in through a window, punched out the bartender, and asked us what we wanted to drink. And Crendor said, I'll have a martini. And he looked at him and punched Crendor in the face. And I was like, you can't do that to my friend. And you're like, what about Crendor? And you're bleeding.
What about Crendor?
Yeah, your teeth are all knocked out. I'm like, you son of a night. Try to hit him. And my hand shatters on his face and explodes into. It's like an anime, just little anime explosions up my arm, and I fall to the ground crying. And he kicks us down, and he's like, "Bitches," and then serves drinks to everyone else as we cry.
Then the
That's how that
anime
bar
ends.
fight would go.
And then the anime ends.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's how that ends. A lot of tears.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not actually from Boston, so clam chowder?
What? I'm sorry. What?
Clam chowder.
What?
Clam chowder.
I guess we'll let it go.
My question is, the Ted Cruz lookalike is only asking for 10K for the porn. How much are you asking, and can we start a Kickstarter?
Oh, I'll do it.
Please keep in mind the budget for the self-tanner.
Here's the thing. I want to start this Kickstarter, but only to see how epically it fails. I want all the comments to be like, no. I would never give money. I want people to give money to another Kickstarter to prevent that Kickstarter from happening. Like, just a Kickstarter, like, never let Jesse do porn with that person who looks like Ted Cruz.
It's like the Republicans trying to take down Trump, but they're trying to take down you from doing the porn.
That, I like it. I'm in now. Yeah. It's bigger than me, though. It's about this country. And how someone needs to bang that Ted Cruz lookalike.
It should be you.
You know what? It should be, but sometimes you just have to let the people decide.
You're the hero we need.
I'm aware. Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware, but it's not my choice. It's the American people's choice. That's what this election's about. Ding.
Yeah, what about Crendor? I'll build a wall. It'll be a great wall.
To keep that Ted Cruz lookalike out.
Yeah, we'll keep him out of here.
We'll keep Ted Cruz out of here. Yes, hello.
Okay, I also am not from Boston, so...
The whole point is I don't expect any of you to be. So the few of you who are, I'm like, all right, well, that was easy. The rest of it, I want to shame you.
Clam chowder?
I'll take it. I'll accept it.
All right. So my question would be, I've been married for 22 years, and I'm married to a gamer, of course. That's why we're here. But how...
Where is this gamer?
Oh, should we shame him?
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
And keep in mind, my sons are also here with us. So, how do I keep things spicy for him after 22
him?
years?
Yeah.
What about Crendor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, give me some love advice.
Yeah, Crendor. Give her some more advice.
I was
It's
gonna
alright.
say like to keep it spicy by buying hot wings, but then I was like, it's something like a dad would say. So I don't
Those
say
burn.
Keep it spicy by buying hot wings. Also, fiery Cheetos are pretty good. we just list
Again?
off hot food.
Those burn.
Yeah, here.
That's probably a fetish though. It's like, yeah, I love when it burns.
Is that a thing you love?
Spicy?
When it burns.
I've never had that happen personally, but I hear that you would have to consult a doctor.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Well,
By spicy, like...
all right, hold on. Have you considered wearing that hat?
I might, now.
Keep that hat on. I feel like the combination of doing it plus that little chibi thing's face.
And the ears.
In the ears, yeah, the ears flopping around in his face.
Oh, and should I say clam chowder, too?
Yes, over and over and over again. Chowder! Chowder!
Thanks, guys.
We're gonna get Pax banned from Twitch. It's against the terms of service.
Yeah, hey, we're really sorry. Twitch is over there like, oh my God. Hello.
Hello.
That's a great sweater.
It is such a great sweater.
Thank you for wearing that. Shameless promotion. Game tea. Yeah.
I just want to say I've been living in Boston for 22 years, and never once have I actually met a person with that Boston accent, so I'm sorry.
Can I just say that just because you haven't doesn't mean they don't exist?
It's true. It's like the Chicago
I mean, 22
people.
years is a long time.
Yeah, well, you know what? Do it anyway.
Clam chowder.
Perfect. Perfect.
So last night, Jesse posted a tweet. It was a very
Let me
short.
verify this happened.
It was a very short video of 20 seconds of you
Oh
watching
my God. Yeah?
a very interesting TV show. I want to know, one, what was your favorite outfit? And two, how much longer did you keep watching for?
First off, I watched all of it. Secondly, for those who don't know, that show was on just TV, on like the hotel TV channel, was a show where two very strange women analyzed and talked about kawaii culture and cosplay. And like, it was crazy. I started watching it as like, oh, this is weird. And 20 minutes passed like that. And they had a contest, and there were two contests. One was like, I don't know, do you remember what it was? It was like it was like the Kawaii Queen. And it was people from all over the world, and then one was like the baby doll queen. And so they were all creepy. They were all creepy. Then they would like go in depth into their lives and talk about all the crazy things they did to just be super kawaii. And I sat there and watched it. I watched all of it. And I don't know what the hell I was watching. And I watched these two women judge them and talk about them. And one woman looked like she could either be 20 or 50. I don't know. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy.
So like that model, America's Next Top Model, but with kawaii?
Yes. No. It was a show about just the culture in general. And it was like, there was this girl who gives kawaii tours in Japan. And she, like, you go with her and you get your hair done. You do crazy stuff. And at the end, all of them looked insane looking. And I was like, you don't look like real people anymore. You look like anime characters. And they were like, yeah.
It's like LA.
So it was a weird thing I watched. And I don't know why. There was a lot. I'm disappointed. After I filmed that little bit, there was a moment, and I can't remember exactly what was said, but it was like some girl talking about why she does it. And it was crazy talk. It was like listening to Crendor explain things to me. It was insane. I was like, what she just said makes no sense. So yeah, and I watched all of it.
Do you remember what it was called?
NHK Kawaii something or other. Kawaii World Championship Wrestling. Yeah. They're like,
Okay,
see
I'm
you
gonna
next
find the
month
website
with our all new episode. I'm like, this show comes out once a month. So yeah, it was.
Thank you.
You brought up dark time for me. Hello.
Hello. I just want to find some
Whoa.
clam chowder while I'm here.
Good, perfect.
Cool. Also, while I'm here, I just want to shell out a game, Adult Swim Katana Zero, 2 to 6 today. You guys should all check it out before TV
Guy
makes his
gets it.
video.
He gets it.
Yep.
Before TV makes his video and ruins it by commenting on all its flaws. Oh,
But
thank you.
buy my merchandise first.
Yeah. So, Adult Swim Katana Zero, 2 to 6. Yeah. Anyway, I know there was a bunch of Kickstarter ideas that were brought up. What is one Kickstarter idea that Cox and Crendor would make, one of these ones or another one, that isn't give us money to do nothing, and what are your backer rewards?
I still want to do the game we talked about on that one co-optional podcast with the driving. Yeah, Passenger.
With Justin R.
Yeah.
Yeah, our VR experience where you are just in the back seat of a car and people talk around you, and you don't do anything but sit there.
And it just goes on for like hours.
Yeah,
like you can fall asleep and wake up and it's still going.
Yeah. No, well yeah. I still want to do my hentai dating sim.
Yeah, but you're going to do that anyway.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work. The art's a lot of work. It's tough. It's tough to make one of those and make it good and then have a really creepy ending that only I'll enjoy.
Just get Dan to do it.
Yeah, Dan, do you want to draw porn? But yeah, can you do it just like that? But like animated, like weird boobs. Perfect. And I was like, hello, everybody. Yeah. But no, is there anything else we would kickstart that like we? A what? Oh my God, I'd do that.
That would be great.
We'd have to find an artist who could capture Guy Hero's spirit, though. What about Crendor, man?
What about Crendor?
What about Crendor?
Oh yeah, the elf story.
I would love to. We don't need a Kickstarter for that. That just writes itself. That's free money. That's not even. We're fine with that. Yeah.
I should just write it because everyone will buy it even if it's bad.
I don't know that's true. I don't know that's true.
You'd buy it.
No, you'd give me a free copy, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, there's your answer.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. What up?
Hi there. Clam chowder. All right, so there's a classic question that's usually asked at these where you find a genie's lamp and you get 3 wishes.
Yes.
But I'm going to add a rule to that.
Uh-oh.
You both find the same lamp, and you have to both agree on those 3 wishes. If one of you disagrees, it won't come true.
We wouldn't get any wishes.
No, hold on. We can agree on 3 wishes right now.
All right.
First wish. What do you want?
IKEA. My own IKEA.
If I agree to that, what's your second wish?
Then you'd get one.
Oh, see, we can do this.
Then the third one has to be like,
Oh, yeah, no, we're screwed. Oh, man. All right, so I get my wish, which is obviously to become PewDiePie. So, what is the last wish?
wow, we're like all Swedish things right now.
So what is the last wish? To be the king of Sweden?
Go back in time and become the king of Sweden.
In what time period?
There's a king of Sweden right now.
Oh, there is? I didn't know that.
He wears funny hats.
How? What?
You just blew his mind.
Why do we care about the Queen of England then when there's a king of Sweden that's cooler?
I've been asking this question for years.
He doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's it. We've agreed. We both want to be the king of Sweden.
I think I even asked that when we were in England. I was like, why is there a queen? And they're all like, I don't know.
They don't. I guess there's your answer. We got this. We beat you at your game, sir.
Fair enough. Thank you very much.
Go on.
Hey guys, first time, long time.
Pay the toll.
Clam chowder.
Thank you.
There we go. I think that's all right. So you guys have written a couple of, good stories, a couple of trilogies.
Your standards
Why not?
are so low. Thank you.
I'm just wondering when you guys will release a cookbook, if any, because you guys always talk about food, the Cox and Crendor and stuff. And yeah.
A cookbook?
That would sell.
We
The
could do a
Goathead guy,
cookbook.
he could endorse it.
We need to branch into every book category. And then become just like New York Times bestsellers in every category, and then have like people look at our names and
But
be
a
like,
cookbook.
who are these
What
people?
would our cookbook be about? Oh, here's the thing. That guy's way more famous than us now. That guy's been on TV doing all. He's like, I'm making a goat head. He's super famous now. I do a cookbook with that guy, and it's called like 101 Ways to Eat Goat Head.
Thanks for that.
Thank you for waiting in line for that answer.
Or like, no, the Guy Fieri cookbook
Oh,
style.
where it's just like, yeah, we made this casserole out of 8 hamburgers and a tuna fish sandwich.
Took it to Flavor Town.
This is like a cardiac arrest in Flavortown. Well, I saw him too. I saw that cosplayer, and I wanted to take a photo. I was like, oh my God, can I take a photo? And he literally just walked away. I was like,
How much you hate the actual guy.
no, I love Guy. I would hang out with him and be like, bro, let's get wasted and go make super nachos. Take me to Flavortown, Guy. And he would. Flavortown is his basement at home. It's dark down there.
What if Guy Fieri is Guy Hero? Guy Fieri is Guy Hero.
No.
It's like Batman.
Nope. Just because his name is Guy doesn't mean you can make that connection.
Why not?
Because that's stupid.
It's not stupid. False.
Hello, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful.
Great. Clam chowder.
What?
Clam chowder. Clam chowder.
I like the way you said it that time. That was great.
Okay, so we've talked a little bit about the Jesse Cox dating game.
Yes, go
So
on.
you know how most games like that have like good endings, bad endings, right?
Yes.
What would be the best ending in the dating sim?
Am I finally going to have to spoil the ending of this? I've been talking about this for years. All right. So the way my dating sim... this sucks. All right. The way my dating sim works is that it is at a convention, and you are going there as a guy, and you're like, I'm gonna find one of these sexy YouTubers I know, and it's all these different women YouTubers. So Crendor is Crendog, and it's a furry cosplayer. Dodger is a tentacle girl that you don't know if she's real in your imagination or a cosplayer. TB is like a sexy, he's the normal one, but like a sexy British lady. And all these different people you can bang, right? And so the entire time you hit on them, you get to know them, you meet them outside the con, you have 3 days to do all this. And all this is happening, and at the very end, and they send you like dirty photos, right? But at the very end, you can get to their hotel room. That's like the objective. But no matter what your friend character is me the entire time. And I'm like, geez, I don't know, right? But it's all Japanese voice acting. You wonder why it's taking a long time. Anyway, so the very end, no matter what you choose, no matter who you pick, when you get in the hotel room, it's just me in a bathrobe. And then you get a full, from your perspective, cutscene of me penetrating you.
Is that the good ending?
What about Crendor?
That DLC's $4.99. So no matter what, okay. In the end, no matter what, I'm the one in the hotel room and I bang you. But there's a super secret ending if you get all those endings, like all the different, there's the ending, there's the real story of why I'm there. Okay. It's super dark. So, yeah, there you go.
Okay, one more. Will this game be banned on Twitch?
I expect it to be filthy dirty.
Okay, good. Thank you. Have a good PAX.
Yeah. Speaking of banned on Twitch, how we doing over there?
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Clam chowder.
What?
Clam chowder.
Sure. Clam chowder. Sure, yeah, all right.
So, Jesse, you've been getting all the questions, but what about Crendor?
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So, Crendor, would you like to talk about your zombie dragon and put it in some sort of clickbaity kind of article style?
I would. Thank you. Zombie dragons. What a great piece of merchandise. It's a zombie dragon plushie, and you can
talk
buy
about like
it.
it's a clickbait article.
Number one.
Can zombie dragons save your life?
Can buying a zombie dragon under the twitch.tv/Crendor links save your life? Find out by buying one.
Did you know that if you buy the OMFG Caterpillar with it, you get a discount?
What?
By using code PAX 2016, PAX East, or it's Wings Look, there's a code. F it. I tweeted it out. Go look it up.
Yeah.
If you buy them together, so shameless whoring on that too.
Buy our stuff.
It also can increase your lifespan by 10 years.
Yes, thank you. Oh, you're much more prepared than we are.
Look what doctors don't want you to know.
Yes.
Yeah, let's conduct a survey the same way they do. How many people have bought a piece of merchandise from us? That is pretty much
painfully low.
Yeah, but
you freeloaders.
Has it increased your lifespan? Yeah. Look at that.
I've never heard a group of people so unconvincingly say the word yes in my entire life. Yeah.
Listen, just buy one, okay?
Yeah, come on, you're all adults. You need a plushie in your life. I can't, that's a lot of work. I can't make that promise. I need people to listen to this podcast. All right, thank you.
Hello. Hi there. So I've lived in Cambridge all my life, which is close to Boston, but not quite there. And I can say I've parked my car in Harvard Yard to go and get some clam chowder.
I'll take it.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So my question is also for Crendor. Are you familiar with the show IKEA Heights?
Oh, I did find that. I found it on YouTube. It's like a reality show based in IKEA, and they just filmed it all there.
Correct.
Yeah.
I forgot my other question.
All right.
You guys are great, though. Thank you for just being here.
Thank you for being here. If you weren't, again, we'd just be talking to Miku, and that would be awkward.
So I've spent my entire life with the relatives with an actual Boston accent, so I hope I can do this well, which is clam chowder.
It's great.
So do you
I don't
guys
know what I
know?
expected to sound like. You could just be like clam chowder, and I'd be like, great.
Do you guys know about the other flavors of cookie butter? Have you ever had the other cookie butter flavors?
Cinnamon. I've had cinnamon and sugar cookie
Have
butter.
you had the pumpkin cookie butter?
That's too far. You've gone. Now you're just playing
Okay.
God.
And also, have you heard of the cookie butter cookbook?
Why didn't we write that?
We should have wrote that.
Ah, we're so dumb.
Yeah, that was my question.
Are you here just to like spoil this for us?
Yeah.
You stood in line just be like, hey, assholes. You didn't think these things up.
Well, yeah, thanks. That was my
What about Crendor?
What about Crendor?
Hello.
Hello.
First off, it seems like you guys could use a bowl of clam chowder.
Great, sure.
First off, I have a name for the Ted Cruz porno, Cruise in USA, in which they go around this country.
Hold on. The implication there is that Cruz is in USA, which would have to be the name of the woman in the thing. Or man, no
It
judgment.
needs something
in the
dirtier.
other person.
It needs something dirtier added
Yeah,
in.
it needs dirtier.
Cruise in
like,
TNA.
Like, instead of Lion Ted Cruz, Layin Ted Cruz.
Oh, my.
Yeah, like, we just need... Look, I'm just saying... I like that, yeah. I like the implication there that at the end someone dies. I met you here tonight, and you're super attractive. Also, I'm going to kill you.
Anyway, my question is this. If you guys are brought on as executive producers of the next Divergent movie, what would you do to make it even better
Hire
for
Nick
the
Cage.
tweenage
Yeah, Nick Cage is
demographic?
brought
Nick
in.
Cage should be in it. He'll work for next to nothing.
Yes, and we'll have him punch Tris Pryor at the end of the movie while screaming, "You bitches!"
And then bees fly in.
And then he's like, "Ah!" And that's how the movie ends.
That'd be great.
He punches the lead character in the face, screams, "You bitches!" and then gets killed by bees. And then the Divergent logo.
Then the gates open. And everybody's free.
That's it. Why are we not in Hollywood doing movies?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a wicked pissa of a day.
It's too much. You've gone too far now. I'm so sorry.
Clam chowder.
Perfect.
All right. So, Crendor, I was very inspired by your non-content channel.
Mm-hmm.
And long story short, I'm banned from IKEA for life. So,
That's sad.
where else is a good place to film non-content?
There's various places. You really just need to always be in the moment and waiting. Like a refrigerator. Target. Target's a good one. Although there's a lot of employees there that are kind of like, what are you doing? But eventually they just don't care because they're only making minimum wage. And then...
What?
That's how all retail jobs work. They get to the point where they're just like...
You're all right. Having worked in retail, I didn't give a shit.
And you can always tell who's new there because they're like, "Can I help you?" And then there's like the old guys just like, "What do you want?"
Great. I don't think you answered this question at all.
It's like politics. I didn't answer the
Thank you.
question.
You thanked him for that answer.
Yeah. We'll
You
build a
stood
wall.
in line, asked that question, he gave you a non-answer, and you said,
I
thank
told
you.
him a refrigerator in Target. Those are beautiful places.
All right,
to
last
film.
question. And then we got, I'm sorry, it's the last one. This
Last
better
one.
be good. This better be the best question you've ever asked in your entire life. Pressure's on. Go.
Clam chowder.
Good. Oh, you remembered. I was waiting for it. I was gonna get you.
You kind of look like a younger version of that guy from Silicon Valley.
I get that, but so so my question is, what do you think of Blizzard's promotion for Overwatch through the Uber services?
I watched a car run over another car. So
You were in that? I saw that.
I saw that truck run over a car with people in it, and I was like, yeah!
And Dodger and Sam and Jake.
76! Yeah, Dodger and Sam and JP were in that car. It was like watching friends run over other humans, and it was the cool. I'm sold. I'm sold.
And I'm
It's like
sorry,
watching
that's
Twitch
the
and
reason I was
YouTube.
late today. I was late because I was riding in the Lamborghinis.
You were in the Lambo?
Yes. Those Tracers cosplayers they have, the stunt women,
Yeah. They're good?
you should have them for your game, Jesse.
In my, what?
In your game.
They just have random, like,
In your dating sim.
cheers, love. I'm here for no reason. Awesome. Great. All right, well, that's it. We are done, but we're not finished. There's a signing at 30 minutes from now in the queue room. The queue room is where you on the very first day, had to wait in order to get in if you waited. So downstairs in the queue room, there's a signing with us two nerds in 30 minutes. We will see you there. Be good.